What's going on, guys? Zach here from Southern Thunder Harley-Davidson here in Southaven, Mississippi. And guys, I've got this sweet tricked out lowrider ST behind me that I want to talk about today. We're going to go ahead and roll some intro footage and a little bit of B-roll footage, and then we're going to jump right into it. All right, guys, welcome back. So check it out. So today we've got a 2023 Harley-Davidson Lowrider ST, and we've given it absolutely the full works. I'm talking bars, pipes, seat, you name it. It's got everything on it ready to rock and roll. But before we jump into the bike, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn notifications on. That way you never miss an episode that we've got going on here at the dealership. All right, so check it out. This is the bike. And man, let me tell you, this bike has got a lot of goodies on it. First, obviously, let's talk about this pipe that we have. That is in my opinion, the main thing that sets this entire build off is that stainless steel pipe. And you can kind of see over time as you ride the bike, it'll start to bronze. It'll look like this full color right here, and it'll go really well with the wheels. This is a Bassani 2-in-1 road ripper. And it sounds absolutely amazing, especially when you get into those higher RPMs. You can really hear this bike scream. And I really like how it pairs really well with the white sand pearl and the bronze wheels. It really sets this bike off and gives it a nice custom look. Now, the second thing that we have done is the Saddleman step-up seat. The Saddleman step-up seat is iconic. You can see it on a lot of West Coast style bikes, and what it does for you is it locks you into the seat. Under hard acceleration, you've got this lower lumbar support right here. When you take off, it's gonna feel like you're locked in and you're not gonna slide back at all. So it's gonna give you some nice comfort and stability while you're riding. The Lowrider ST does not come with rear passenger pegs. So what better option to do is to have rear passenger sliders. So they're going to help protect the bike, and they're going to double as passenger pegs at the same time, which is really nice. We also decided to go ahead and add the Bung engine guard too on the front. So as a rider, you can double that as protection. You can also use it as comfort to kick your legs out, kind of stretch out on the highway, which we all know this is the sport touring version of the Lowrider S. You have all the performance capabilities of a Lowrider S, but you have a fairing and you have bags straight from the factory, which gives this bike the capability to do some distance. It is, in my opinion, a great mid-side cruiser that you can use to go on some trips if you don't want to jump into that touring classification. Also, the cool thing about it is too, so you've got an inverted front end. It is going to create a lower center of gravity. It's going to allow the bike to maneuver a lot easier. It's going to feel great. It's going to soak up a lot of that road vibration. It is outstanding to have on a bike. I am a firm believer in it. I will not ride a bike now that does not have an inverted front end. And there's a reason why Harley is moving over towards this front end. Your CVOs are going to have it. A lot of your Softails have had it for a while, like the FX DRS, the Sport Glide, the Lowrider S even. The V-Rod even had inverted front end. The Sportster S has got it. I mean, there's a handful of bikes out there that have an inverted front end. All right, guys, so let's circle back over to this powertrain. So the Lowrider ST and your Lowrider S model is going to come equipped from the factory with a 117 cubic inch Milwaukee-Eight power plant. Now, Harley is saying that to the crank, this is making about 126 foot-pounds of torque and around 100 horsepower. Now with us putting a Bassani on here, we obviously had to tune it. You can't just throw a 2-in-1 exhaust system on here and not tune it. It's not going to run right. So it's important that when you do any kind of upgrades to your exhaust or your intake or your fuel, anything that's going to change your air to fuel ratio, you've got to go in there and tune it and make sure everything is good. Now I believe the tuner is in the other bag. This bike is going to come with a Screaming Eagle Pro Street tuner. And we did run it on the dyno here so we can give you some numbers, but there's your tuner right there. And let's see what kind of numbers we made. So we made 101 horsepower to the wheel and 122 foot-pounds of torque. Now that's pretty impressive, I would say, for a relatively stock engine. All we've got is breather, exhaust, and a tune, and we're sitting at 100 horsepower. Now we're gonna go ahead and fire it up and see what she sounds like. Like I said, this pipe absolutely rips. I guess that's why they call it the Bassani Ripper. A couple of more things that we have done. We did a lay down plate here on the back to kind of get rid of that billboard and give it a more flush look on the rear end. But we also changed the bars. And with that, we also changed the levers and the grips. So this is gonna have the Thrashing 6.5-inch pullbacks. You're still gonna have a lower bar, but it's going to be pulled back to you, closer to you. You're not going to be leaned quite as much forward, and it's going to put you in an upright riding position so that you can ride these longer distance rides without having any of that lower back pressure. Now, you also have, and I have these same levers on mine, these are the Crossthread shorty levers. It takes about 2 to 3 fingers to pull it in. They're nice and comfortable. I really like these levers. They have a cool look to them. Now, we also paired them with our Geta grips. These are my absolute favorite grip. You can't tell me otherwise. They fit awesome in the palm of your hands. They also look really cool too. So that pretty much does it. If you guys want to find out more information about the Lowrider ST, make sure you check out my Lowrider S versus Lowrider ST video, and I go more in depth about the different characteristics between the two. But if you want to find out more information about this bike, make sure you either come see myself or one of my teammates. We'd be happy to show it to you. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn notifications on to stay up to date with everything we've got going on here at the dealership. Now, I will go ahead and leave you guys to it, and thanks for watching.